So we have a question to solve today, which is a past one from WASC 2018. We shall be looking at the objective question of question 13, which is a calculation question, which is our interest on this page. Okay, so the question says, what is the mass of solute in 500 centimeter cube of 0.05 mole per dm cube H2SO4, given the masses of each element in this compound? So we have the options A to D. We have to solve and see which of the options is the correct answer. So for us to begin solving, all we need to do is to bring out the parameters that has been given. That is always the first step in any calculation question you want to tackle. Bring out the parameters. The parameters guide you and to know the correct or which formula for you to use in solving that particular question. So reading from the first statement here, what is the mass of solute? So what are we asked to find? We are to find mass in this question, right? In 500 cm cubes, this 500 cm cube is the volume, because volume is given in centimeter cubes. So the volume is equal to 500 cm cube. However, we are given this volume given in 500 cm cube, we have to convert it to dm cube. And doing that means that we have to divide 500 by 1000, and this gives us a value of 0.5. So this is going to be in dm cube. So now we are not going to use 500 cm cube. We are going to work with 0.5 dm cube. And moving on, we have 0.05 mole per dm cube. So this is the value for the concentration of the compound that has been given, which is 0.005 mole per dm cube. Okay, so from here what we need to do next is to find the mole, because we are not giving mole in this question. So for us to get the mole first, mole is going to be volume times concentration. Okay, so from here, moving on, we have our volume to be 0.5 times the concentration, which is 0.005. So multiplying these two values gives us 0.0025 mole. Okay, so since we've gotten the mole, from here we can move on. So we have the compound given each H2SO4. So from here we need to calculate the mass of this compound, and we have been given the mass of each element. So hydrogen is going to be 1 times 2 plus sulfur, which is 32, plus oxygen, which is 16 times 4. So this gives us 1 plus 32 plus 64, and this gives us a value of 98 gram per mole. Okay, so this is the mass of this compound. So from here we have to look for mass, right, as given in the question. So the mass is going to be equal to the mole times the mass of the compound. Okay, then is going to be times the mass of H2SO4. So the mole, we got our mole to be 0.0025 times the mass we've calculated is 98. So punching our calculator, 0.0025 times 98 gives us a value of 0.245 grams. Okay, so this is our final answer from the question given. So looking at the options, 0.245 grams is going to be option C. So option C is the correct answer. Okay, so my lovely viewers, hope you've learned something new today as usual. Thank you for watching. God bless you all, and bye for now.